What's going on, y'all? Another week, another geek. We're back at it with another episode of the Why I'm Geek show with your homies AJ and ChrisyLite. This is episode 142. And what's better for episode 142 than to talk about the two episodes of Star Wars, The Acolyte? Let's freaking go. We back, baby. All right, Chris, how you feeling today, bro?
Oh, you hyped for some new Star Wars, man.
Yes.
I'm feeling pretty good. A lot on my mind for this pod, but
Lore.
TV came. The TV came. It
Yeah.
looks great.
Okay.
So I'm excited to watch this. And House of Dragons that's dropping soon on a brand new TV. So that has been the great part.
Okay. That's what's up.
Now the Acolyte's gonna be the other part, but we're not gonna get too spoilery right now. So how you doing, G?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I've been waiting for some Star Wars like live action. They've been teasing this series for a long time. A lot of uncertainty, but super excited about this because it's during the High Republic, bro. The most like non-known thing as far as like live action goes in the whole Star Wars universe. We haven't really been in this era at all, if at all. So I'm excited to just like really get into it because that's when like as far as like when I was in my Star Wars theory bag, if you know that YouTube, you know what I'm saying, it's a very fun watch. I don't know if all of it's accurate, but I love to speculate, you know what I'm saying? The High Republic was probably like one of the most interesting eras because that was a time of peace and when Jedi were supposed to quote unquote be real Jedi, you know, not the warriors we know today. But this show is not what I was expecting. I'm gonna be honest. Like as far as like I didn't watch the trailer, but everything that I saw up until now was not what we have gotten. So I'm super excited. So we might as well just get straight into it, bro. Twins. The plot twist I just was not expecting Star Wars to go down, bro. The evil freaking twin. Like I thought we were above this, but hey, it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they just took away all the mystery out of it, but you know, I'm not mad because now it's like we get I don't know, I feel like we get more from the characters, but also like there's more possibilities now that they're actually two people. You know what I'm saying? So do you want to go straight into that, or should I just give a little background on the series if Youngest is not really super hip?
In 1 second, this thing gonna be a 4 if it don't get any better. I got low hopes for this. This was actually one of my anticipated things to watch because I thought we were gonna get a much darker take. Star Wars, like just straight up.
Yeah.
The Sith side, maybe learning more about the Sith aspects of Star Wars that we've never seen in any movie, and then they went and gave us another twin storyline. Oh man!
Oh, you're right. I forgot. I don't even know what I was thinking. Luke and Leia.
I thought you was joking.
No,
Yeah.
I was not joking, bro. It's just been that long. It did not click, bro. It did not click.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I was shocked, and you hit the nail right on the hammer with the. It took a lot of wind out of what they can do. So this series has literally 2 episodes to get me back into it. Because I'm serious. It dropped tonight. I probably won't even watch it tomorrow. I'll probably watch the NBA finals. And I think they're in danger because with the reveal already, I'm kind of wondering what else is the spectacle coming up. So I'm gonna give it 2 more episodes. But right now we sitting at a pretty 4, so let's go ahead and get that summary in.
Pretty 4 is crazy, bro. But
yeah.
I say for me, I think the mystery is still there. Maybe not so much in you know, May or Osha themselves, but in who is training May, you know, because we see that red lightsaber, bro. It's out there, you know, and the way they described the series, like in the little title card thing about Bobby, was that basically the in this new, well, not new, but in the High Republic era, Jedi are basically cops. So we're gonna see a lot of cop tendencies in this joint, but also like the Sith is like in its infancy, you know, and it's not really like they don't really got no motion right now. They don't really got a lot of aura. You know, it's a new thing out there for
Okay.
the old heads out there. Aura. They ain't got a lot of aura, but um, essentially the quote unquote acolyte, because I still don't know what that is. I should probably look that up, like what the actual definition is. But it might spoil me. But it's a group of Force users that are trained assassins. Now, one of the things that kept getting brought up as far as like what May's goal is to be able to kill a Jedi without a weapon. So why they need to be able to do that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Trying to kill a Jedi, period, is hard. So it's just like, is this a salty spittoon or what are we doing? So like what? Because I know for as far as like what the Sith have you do essentially, is like cut all ties out, or like you have to show a sense of like you have to pass a test, right? So for Anakin, you had to kill them younglings, bro. F them kids, like, he had to get them out of there, and then he was able to do what he had to do. So where that leads us in this series, I'm not really sure, but I'm interested. I'm interested, bro. That's all I can say. It's more so High Republic interest than Acolyte or May or Osha. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm drinking the Star Wars Kool-Aid right now, bro. That's just where I'm at with it. How did you feel about, like, as far as um not necessarily the introduction, but like just where we are in this era of Star Wars? Are you messing with it or not? Because we already know how you feeling about the story.
Like I was interested to see because going back in time essentially allows you to have like a fresh take on anything, you know?
Yeah.
Like anything can go.
Hmm.
But something is off tonally that just makes me not believe like this is like the High Republic era. Like something
Mm,
I think it's the line delivery or the way these Jedi are acting.
yeah.
I, it's just making me feel like I'm watching a worse version of them try to do a Star Wars thing right now. And it's
Mm,
taken me out of wanting to be in this era. And I don't I just can't get with it. Like I don't really feel like we're in the past, you know what I mean?
yeah. We haven't seen
Um
anything new that translates to saying like, oh, this is the High Republic.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what you're saying?
like
Yeah.
stuff that when I saw when we jumped into the future of like what was the new Saga's first movie? A Force Awakens?
Mm,
Like when they showed like the lightsabers not refined like
hmm.
Kylo Ren's, and it was like sharding and stuff like that. Like I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And like this one, it's like I just feel like we're still same Jedi, still same stuff, but they're not acting like themselves
Mm.
at all.
I mean, this is part of it though, bro. Like the
Bro, I just
Jedi.
saw his Jedi just take the shot. He said, "Oh yeah, I have regret." I was
Yeah.
like, "Bruh, what?"
I can't speak to that. I don't know what he been through, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why, like why they would do that. As far as like,
Like I think that's where I'm getting at. It's just like the
yeah, like
tone
it had to be
of the
bad.
Jedi.
Hmm.
True, it had to be, and we're probably gonna like get down to the bottom. But it's just like,
Yeah.
shouldn't they still be Jedi? Like, shouldn't they still have some type of like fortitude? Or it
Hmm.
was just weird to be like, I'm afloat here in solitude, and
I'm a mute.
nothing can phase me. And then it's like, yes, I do have regret. Yeah, Choop, dead.
Yeah,
I was like, this is
that's
not
facts.
what a Jedi would do, but
Yeah,
hey, what I'm telling you, they got the 2 episodes to start do some explaining.
yeah.
But yeah, tonally, it just felt off for me right now.
Hmm.
Um, and we'll see where the action goes because I still wasn't really rocking with it.
Mm.
Um, but we'll see because maybe the twin storyline picks up more and we get more emotional connection coming out.
Yeah. So like, my theory right now, as far as the Jedi go, is more so I'm waiting to see like their presence, like because we're used to Jedi not being like there being a lot of them, and like when they are all together, like when they went to save what movie was that, the second prequel, Clone
Attack
Wars.
of the Clones.
Yeah, Attack of the Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones. Yeah,
Mm.
where all of them was in the arena or whatever. You saw all the different lightsaber colors and all that stuff. Like that was probably like one of the only moments outside of like what you see in Clone Wars specifically, and be able to see all the different Jedi, where like there's a semblance of like they have a presence out here, but it's different though because that was a time of war where they were generals, they were
They was just
leaders.
getting into that thing though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm speaking to just like their approach, because
Mm.
in this one it's more so like they're peacekeepers in a sense, but we're not seeing any of them like really do the things that uh we would expect them to kind of do. Like they're giving more mall cop than like
Yeah,
Jedi
but
Knight.
I think that's the weird thing. Like, why aren't they like they would still have the same Jedi teachings? Like, I get not
Hmm.
being like full on like generals and stuff yet, but
Yeah.
like they didn't take on that role till we saw it in the movie. So
Hmm.
they still had that whole aura training that they went through, how to
Yeah.
become a master. They still have like Qui-Gon went through all this training already. So it just feels like what I'm watching, I just don't kind of buy that these are Jedi yet.
Mm.
And that's I'm not sure it's taking me out completely, but
Yeah.
it just feels odd because I can put that down to just like bad writing, bad dialogue or something. Like
Mm.
maybe that's what's throwing me off. But yeah, I get it. Maybe 200 years, they're not like full on Jedi ordery.
Yeah, like I feel like the Jedi Order versus like what we're seeing right now, like
But we even saw Coruscant.
we did.
Like,
Coruscant's not huge either though.
yeah, but that's
Like
where the Jedi Temple is and everything. So it's kind of like
yeah,
we
but
we we
I'm just
seen this
saying like
stuff.
we've seen it, but like once we get into those flashbacks of like what they was really doing, like when we get to see that fire, when we get to see like, you know, why they failed those people, then we might have a better sense of it. Cause me right
Yeah.
now, I'm looking at tendencies. That's what I'm looking at when it comes to Jedi. Like not so much like uh exactly what they do, but like how they act and like why they would act like that. You know what I'm saying? So like when what's his name? Yord. When Yord, the dude with the Killmonger locks, when he was like nervous to talk to Osha,
Mm.
and like she was just about to grab something, he went and grabbed his lightsaber like that. I was like, oh, that was cop like. I was like, I don't like that. you know? But like it was just like we're seeing what it would be like if like, because I don't feel like these Jedi are super powerful, but I feel like their numbers is what makes them strong right now versus like in Anakin era, like all them youngins was tough. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I might be caping for him. But I'm not willing to like just be like off them right now. Like, nah, they're not Jedi for real. I just think it's a different time. As like as far as like what a Jedi looks like now is not going to be the same.
True, true. I'll definitely give you that. But definitely, even that first scene,
Mm-hmm.
like how you get defeated by her, bro. I, that's tough. That's tough
She
to
had to
swallow,
save him. She
bro.
had to
There's
save
just
him, bro.
there's just no way. There's but it's a show, so it's kind of like, okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a force
Mm-hmm.
yielding assassin, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe they do got some crazy Sith training that this person is unlocking, but
Mm-hmm.
when she defeated him episode 1 first frame, I was like,
Yeah. You don't see
okay,
that and was like, oh, that was impressive.
no.
What would have made it impressive? Like, what would have changed your mind?
I don't know. Maybe if like the Jedi was dodging and then it like struck the heart, like she just pretty much was like, nope, boom, and I'm like,
Yeah.
really, really, you done got fooled? Don't they got like a force? Don't Jedi literally can feel what's coming at them? That's how they like uh deflect stuff.
Yeah, but it's not at that range though.
Not at that range.
No, it's not like Nin, where it's like if I
Okay,
keep this certain amount of Nin around my body, nothing can penetrate it. No, it's like they
yeah,
have to have a focus, and like uh if they were not in such close quarters, and maybe if it was like, I don't know, like a different type of attack, like a beam or something, maybe it'd be different. But I don't know, bro.
yeah.
Like,
Like maybe I need explanations like that. Like
yeah.
the knives are hard, but then to me it just doesn't even make sense in the future. Like why wouldn't everyone use knives? Like
Hmm.
that's just a weird thing. I'm kind of like watching it and I'm like, really?
Yeah. So you take a
Like
look
man,
at that as like you saw
it
that
makes me feel like the
scene
Jedi
and
are
saw,
way weaker. Like
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Not that she's strong.
yeah, and then it's kind of like if they are way weaker,
Hmm.
how did they get stronger? Like they just did they
I'm
update the Jedi codes in the 100 years and they started training? Like
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
they're still trained. They got
They
the
definitely
lightsaber. They
are, but like I was saying, like I feel like it's more mall cop than,
yeah.
you know, bad boys cop or something like that. Like,
But they literally weren't bad boys till the movie. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. So I'm not. So what I'm saying is not
That's why.
necessarily
That's why
like,
just feel like we're in the wrong tone.
okay, but
That could mean the same thing.
you also expecting something a lot darker than what we got too. So like, would you
Yeah, because
have rather
like
seen
it's
it?
an assassin. It's not really like a. I thought an
Mhm.
acolyte would be literally like the like an apprentice of like a Sith,
Sith?
like a
Hmm.
Darth Maul, someone who's not at Darth Maul's level yet,
Yeah.
but leading that way. What was her
Hmm.
name in the Clone
Besides
Wars?
Ventress,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was tough though.
Th- Exactly. Like what I'm seeing is kind of like off assassin. Like
Yeah,
I'm just starting to be an assassin type thing, but I already
yeah,
defeated my first Jedi, and I'm like, I'm not gonna stop till I defeat all the Jedi. Attack me first. I'm like, what
yeah.
the?
Nah, Attack Me First
What
was
am I
crazy.
watching?
Attack Me First was crazy. But I'll say this to that, bro. Um, Once we got the explanation of like who the acolytes are or who the the enemies are, these assassins, the whole notion of like it being a Sith kind of went out of my brain. So like
Sure,
to me, it's more so like a faction similar to the witches. What are their names?
sure.
Uh Size Ventures people. I forgot. It's got the Brotherhood, the Night Sisters. That's what it's
The
called. The Night Sisters.
Darth. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my
Dathomir.
sisters.
That's the planet. Yeah, yeah,
Darth Vader.
yeah. So I looked at it as that, and it being like
That's a good
a
way.
small, short core group of individuals. Now, do all those individuals end up, having lightsabers? I don't know. But
Yeah,
the as far as that first frame, that first scene goes, I was just like, yeah, there was nothing she could do. I looked at it more so as like that was smart on May's play than it was a slight to, the Jedi, because they just took advantage of her, like nature, you know.
Mm.
It's like what she's trying to do. But it's like Jedi get bodied all the time, bruh, by like stupid things. So I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. But
You got a point though. Like I'm not gonna refute that they don't get bodied from stupid things. It just really felt like,
mhm.
man, I feel like a more high quality assassin would have been annihilating these Jedi if this type of assassin
Yeah.
done got you out the seat. Like
Yeah. It's definitely
that's
it's
all.
definitely an eclectic bunch, bro. Like not your typical Jedi, but I think that makes I think that sets the scene for like what this era was really like. You know what I'm saying? Because it's quote unquote a time of peace, bro. So it might be soft, you know? And it's like we still haven't seen the best of the best. I mean, I feel like with like Master Soul,
Mm.
like he was going crazy, but I ain't really seen no I don't know how I feel about his lightsaber work yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to see some combos.
I need to see some what is it, like signature combos, like
Hmm.
their style, their stance.
Yeah.
Like
Lightsaber colors too.
maybe they're just normal. They just boom boom.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't got no swag yet. Maybe that's what it
Maybe.
is. No aura at all, and that's why they basic.
Yeah.
That they just basic. And I'm thinking, yo, I thought y'all been had this in the past, and it's like, nope, we got that last week.
Yeah. But I do agree that dude dropping his force field like that just to go outside was crazy. You know? But it served the plot of like, yo, this is not OSHA. This was May. You know, I was here the whole time.
Sure.
Like he saved her. So it's like, I don't know. They had to have like now he's talking about that they have had to, spill the beans immediately for a reason. Like there's no
Yeah,
way.
and that's why I'm wondering, like 2 more episodes,
Mhm.
maybe they'll steer towards okay, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
But that first episode definitely gave me some pause, and then the
Mhm.
second episode I was like, I don't know. Like maybe the first one was just a pilot, and that's why I didn't like it a lot, and the second one is just still more development, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it 2 more episodes.
Okay. Okay. Y'all heard him. 2 more episodes. Chris getting cut off. Let's talk a little bit about just the story in general. Um, this whole twin arc is once they said it, I had called it before they had said it because the hair was a little different. But like I was like, yo, what if she's twins, bro? Like that's kind of how I said it, but like I never in a million years I didn't think that was gonna be the thing because that was just seemed too coincidental.
Hmm.
Um, but I think it would have been a little bit more cooler just to see if like, yo, nah, she just had a secret identity this whole time. But um,
Moon
as
Knight it.
yeah, like that's kind of what I was thinking about, and I was like, oh, this might go crazy. But the whole factor of like you got OSHA, which is like quote unquote the good twin that you know their family's home got burned down and her whole family quote unquote died, but she was saved by the Jedi Order, and then she left the Order for some reason. I guess she was just too old. I think that's what they said. Like she was too old and she just couldn't get rid of the feeling of like, yo, I need vengeance. I need justice. You
Hmm.
know. Um, and then OSHA on the opposite end gets picked up by the Acolyte people, and then you know, um, she's doing what she's doing now. As far as like where you think this is going to go, how far do you think like they're going to take this? Like, do you think this is like a one stop shop story, like where one of them's going to die and then that's going to be it, or do you think this is like a redemption type of
Nah,
situation?
definitely a redemption, dude.
Okay.
Like redemption, and then also probably show that the Jedi Order already had some cracks of evilness going on from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like from the start they always had some type of nastiness stirring and some darkness stirring, and that it's just been going on for a long time. I think that's really what they're gonna try to get across from
Mm-hmm.
this storyline. And if they want to do another one, I think we'll end up seeing like two uh type Jedis now in the fold. Um Probably battling against the same Sith that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Um just thinking how Disney's working it, I don't think they're gonna get rid of the big bad. This
This
season,
season, we might just get his identity type beat.
yup, get his identity, and then the next season, which will be the final season, defeat him. And then you got two solid entries into the Star Wars universe if you've never really seen those
And
Star Wars.
then you get a High Republic movie.
For sure. I mean, they
Same
already
formula
confirmed
as
they're
the
going back.
Mandalorian.
Oh, oh.
Okay.
But how are you feeling like where this direction is going to go? Because we're still pretty early. I think this is
Yeah.
going to be an 8-episode series.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of directions. But are you feeling a certain style?
I'm thinking more so like, I don't think it's gonna be redemption, bro. I think one of them gonna get bodied. Like I think
Okay,
that's
good or
just
bad?
like, it's gotta be the good guy. Like
Okay.
I think she's gonna sacrifice herself or something. Just because it's like, I don't think they're gonna want to play the whole twin role the whole time, because that's gonna get monotonous. Not that it'll be a bad thing, but
That's
it's
a
just
good point.
like, I don't think that they want to keep on, like, because it was cool once like we didn't know that it was happening and it was just like
Yeah.
a secret. But now that we know, it's like, I don't really know, because it's like the whole like wanting to get justice versus like wanting to get vengeance against these 4 Jedi was essentially like, just because I think where the story is going essentially is going to be, May had a misinterpretation of what happened to her home. Yes, she might have started a fire, but we don't know why she did it, or like what could have caused it, or like maybe she started it and then whoever picked her up told her it was the Jedi fault, but it really wasn't. Maybe like it's just some type of misunderstanding where, then in the second season she's gonna be able to get her run back, essentially fighting the people that trained her, because she's the only access point to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. And then the whole droid thing, I think the droid is just that's gonna be the token. That's gonna be the thing that she remembers about her sister. Because it's like you were saying, like, Osha doesn't really have a lot of aura at this point. Like, her story is like, I have a twin sister and that's it. I was a mechanic. I didn't like being a Jedi, so I left. Like,
I mean, you have a good pathway, because what if that's not the truth? Like, she did start the fire that she thought killed her sister or whatever, but she's actually alive, and she's just been living with that truth
guilt
the entire time. And maybe the Jedis do know that you started the fire, and the sister just thinks the Jedi started the fire.
Yeah, or like somebody else started the fire and blamed it on her.
Very true.
And like, or maybe that person started the fire because of the Jedi and wanted to get the Jedi out of there, essentially make them the bad guy to those people.
Yeah, because clearly the Jedi have something weird going on at that place.
Yeah,
and
they can't go back.
Wasn't it Osha who like was putting out a fire? Episode 1, was that on the ship or whatever?
Yeah, she was outside of the ship.
Yeah,
how does that
could
work,
be some
bro?
Bro, that's some dumb
Fire in space is crazy.
Yeah, they goofed up, but that may be some foreshadowing that something
Mhm,
involved the fire. She's trying to put it out. Like
mhm.
that is gonna probably be the big episode 6, 7 reveal of
Yeah.
what went down that separated May and
Mhm.
Osha. Um, so yeah, I could definitely see that pathway, that storyline, uh,
Yeah.
for sure. And then
There's a
one of them
lot of
getting bodied.
characters in this thing, bro. Like between the first two episodes, it's been a lot. We've seen a lot of people, which is like
Yeah, we have.
kind of rare for a Star Wars series because
How
usually
you
it's
feeling
like
about
singularly
uh
focused.
that one guy, the new Jedi,
Which one?
Yord?
Yord? Not a fan. Not a fan, bro. To me, Yord is an op. I don't trust him. That whole hand thing, hand placement on the hip. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like that, bro. You
Like
too jumpy.
even after that, when he like loosened up, you still not feeling something's wrong, something's off.
It's. I don't think he's shady, but I think his whole like becoming a Jedi Knight thing is gonna get annoying. Because even like Osha said it, like, oh, you finally did it. So that means he wasn't nice, bro. Like growing up, like he couldn't have been nice. Like he couldn't have been a genius. Like so, anybody that's like super pressed on titles like that, like they have a screw loose. Ask Anakin. You know what I'm saying? So, but he hasn't really done anything to make me feel like, oh, like nah, this dude is like not gonna be good or is not gonna be strong or anything. Um, it's just more like a connecting point because the whole Master Soul's Padawan, like she don't have no connection to these characters, but he grew up with Osha, so like they're gonna be able to reminisce on their times as Padawans and stuff like that, and then we'll see where it goes from there, bro. But I don't really feel no ways towards him specifically. I think
Okay,
more so for Master Soul, it's like that attachment he has. I need to know what happened, bro. Like something bad had to have happened because he's had multiple Padawans, I think, right?
for
Like,
sure.
especially back then, like they was just popping them out. Anybody force sensitive, don't matter what your M count is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
And they weren't even picky back then because Osha
yeah,
had some I guess she was older, right?
he was
Older, and
older
then
and trauma.
the trauma. Yeah.
Yep, recipe for disaster. So
It,
that's
it, it's literally like a recipe for a disaster, but we're so far in the past that they don't even know about
yeah,
that side yet.
hmm
So
yeah. Like back then, it was like they could become a bad Jedi, but not a
yeah,
Sith, not a
not a
freaking
Sith.
Sith. Yeah, like that would be even crazier. And it's like we don't even know their relation to Coruscant right now. Like we know that they're there, but
Mm,
it's still like there's still a lot of unknowns. It's only been 2 episodes, so it's not really like that much we can really play on just because it's uh it's only been like really one story, which is like find
yeah.
Osha and try to capture her. What did you think about the stun gun, bro? Like the blaster. They put it on stun.
What part? What was
It
that
was
when they
like
were chasing after
yeah.
May
Yeah, and then May and Osha saw each other and Osha
and then
pointed the gun
they
at her.
missed?
They missed, yeah. They missed, but it was like it was very crude technology, like you were saying with the thing. Like it wasn't as tight of a circle and it wasn't as glowy as what it is in the
No,
future. I felt like that was cool.
I probably was tripping out on something else at that part.
Yeah. You seeing red?
I think I was thinking about what just happened. I
uh
can't remember.
mhm.
Dang. Yeah, I might have to go back and see that.
Yeah, because the lightsabers were still crispy, but
Yeah, yeah.
the laser guns was not raying like they
Yeah.
should be. It was like a
What?
really like somebody blew a real bubble. Uh,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look back at that now.
you know, Like it's almost like wavy.
Because
Look at
then
this.
maybe we get another point for that. Maybe we get another point for that.
You know,
Yeah. I was gonna ask, how'd you feel about her escape?
whack,
Yeah,
whack,
I was
bro.
pretty mad.
She
I
got
was
out
like,
that thing 3 times, bro. Basically,
yeah,
like
yeah.
for the Jedi Temple to be like, I mean, it wasn't Coruscant, but it was enough to where it's like they have them established there. She got in pretty easy. You know, it didn't like she
She's an
used the
assassin,
same
bro. She
move.
liked that.
She used the same move, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you did all that just to blow it up anyway. Well, not blow it up, but destroy it anyway. And it's like you could have just been patient and did it. But my thing is like, if she's force sensitive, how aren't these people noticing her? That's what I want to know. Because from the first Jedi we saw that got bodied to all these other quote unquote Jedi and Padawans around, youngest shit. Like I'm not saying it has to be Spidey sense material, but it's like you gotta feel that intent,
Something.
right? Like there's something in the force that's disturbing me. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't getting no disruptions, bro.
But you ultimately on this pod today could be right. Maybe there's just way too many force sensitive users on the light side, and it's really clouding them bad. Or maybe they don't do that type of training yet. You know,
Yeah.
there's just not a need to really feel around your presence, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they came out and said that, that would make me feel much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way she escaped was whack, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
bruh.
But I do think tonally, like I agree. Like when I'm thinking about like how this was kind of presented, was like, oh, we're gonna get like a Reverend arc, or like, you know, somebody that's like devious, like.
Or the start of someone that's devious.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just feels like I don't know why we went from kind of like Mandalorian, which is a much more serious version of Star Wars,
Yeah.
and you have something like the Acolyte coming out.
It just became a gimmick.
Yeah, I'm like I mean you've gone on this rant many times that I thought these types of shows were supposed to like build upon something
Mm-hmm.
that we might want to see in the big screen, and it's just kind of like, yo, do you guys have like some deal where you have to make a Star Wars content every year, and this one is one of those like B-sides that you just had to put out?
Yeah.
Did you
Like,
really think about the Acolyte, what we want to do with it? But they still got time. I don't think it's like dead in the water yet.
yeah. But there's remnants. Let's see. What else could we talk about this joint? I thought it was cool, like the Trade Federation ship. I can just seeing them again because it's been a minute since I seen Trade Federation. Yeah,
You never trust those dudes.
Nah.
Never. They just be lying all the time. No, we've never done any.
Yeah. Because
Same
like
old.
between that and the Prison Break, I was like, you should not have made it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Star Wars, bro. They be surviving plane crashes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like there was one more thing about this joint that I was. Oh, let's just talk about the mystery. The red lightsaber guy. Do you think he's an actual Sith, or do you think like this is like a faction that they're using to like do it? Because it's like if all she has to do is kill 4 Jedi, then won't her goal be met? Like what could
I'm hoping that dude's the Acolyte,
for?
bro.
Yeah.
I know you explain what the Acolyte is, but I'm just like, bro.
I mean, I don't know. I was just guessing.
Oh, okay. I'm hoping that guy's like the disciple of the actual Sith, and he's just doing his own little thing, trying to get revenge on some Jedi he for sure knows. But I can't really gauge this Sith at all, because we did have a really cool duo of Sith from
Mm-hmm.
Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, if this Sith really hits, we got something going. But I just don't, pretty much because of the main characters and Master Soul and Yord, what they're showing me,
Mm-hmm.
even the original Jedi that got bodied already. I'm not feeling like we're about to see some menacing Sith,
He looked
I'm not.
young too.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting like that. This is an acolyte of the Sith, and they're just gonna learn about. Oh man, there's actually like the Sith are rising back up, or the
Mm-hmm.
Sith exist, or
Yeah. Because
um,
it's always two.
yeah.
So
So
like usually
they
like the
sit. They gotta have
apprentice.
stories of the Sith back then, though, right?
Yeah. So like the apprentice always helps the how you put it. So Darth Maul was supposed to help Palpatine fight his Palpatine's master. So then Palpatine becomes the Sith Lord, right? But then after
Well,
that,
definitely whatever Sith is the Sith Lord, their
yeah,
apprentice is supposed to kill them.
yes,
Like that. That's
right,
like the whole point of your apprentice. Like you're
mm-hmm,
training them and working with them, but one of them has to take the power from the other.
yeah, and uh, Palpatine broke the rule. Had multiple
Yeah.
lineages.
Yeah.
None of them were stronger than him.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we're going. I don't know how they're gonna top that, but
Yeah,
and
it's just like
that's
I'm a
another thing
little
too.
nervous because I feel like they had good Siths,
Yeah.
good Sith storylines, and we just saw the red saber, but I felt like that was like bait. Like, hey,
Mm.
stick around because here's a lightsaber guy with the red lightsaber.
Yeah.
We're gonna do good stuff, but it's like I don't think you're setting up this Sith to be nice. When in Ahsoka,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of felt like, ooh, who's this girl?
Yeah.
Ooh,
She's
uh,
so mad.
there, yeah. Oh, there goes her Sith master or whatever. And I was like, oh, he
Yeah.
used to be a Jedi. And like,
Right.
so we'll see, because they can definitely persuade me that this acolyte or this Sith apprentice, because I'm feeling like the Sith is more of like an apprentice role.
Yeah.
Um, is plotting with these rogue assassins to do some more stuff that's
Yeah.
the Sith Lord does not know about, and that may be a solid storyline.
Yeah. My only
But
thing
I'm
with
throwing them bones here, bro. At that point,
yeah,
like,
my only thing
I,
about that is like, um, for that to be the case, there has to be like an already established situation, and there's
yeah,
just no evidence of that. Cause like the whole thing about it is like the reason why I said like the acolytes or whatever, like was just because that's the title of the show. I
yeah,
don't really know what to name them, but like I'm curious on in the faction, like why, if they're assassins, why do they need their target to fight them first, attack them first for them to do it? Because at that point, assassins are supposed to just do it without them knowing. Like they're supposed to get
yeah.
in, get out type thing. So it's like the the way they're going about it is not, it's not really giving assassins, even though like the tools that they're using are,
Yeah, it seems
you
like they're
know.
manipulated by some weird code
Yeah.
that the acolytes follow. Like the Jedi are evil because they'll attack you first. Like
Mm-hmm.
never attack a Jedi. If they attack you, then you have to kill them.
Yeah.
Like some weird code, and then like when she went out and is doing it, like attack me first. It's like on purpose
Yeah.
to prove that, oh, my teachings are right, when
Mm-hmm.
it's probably just not. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of how I felt it. Something with their teaching is saying that the Jedi are bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let us know what y'all think about Acolyte in the comments section, man. I know it's still pretty early, but we got two episodes in, third one coming this week. Hopefully it goes
Yeah, am I too
crazy.
harsh on 2 episode releases?
I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know, because the three don't really make it that much better. Like after three,
Yeah.
I feel like you can really make a decision, but after two, like especially if it's not like an open shut case, like with each episode, it's a lot harder to really judge.
And like we
Like
already
if
got
this is
that
going to
twin
be
answer
good.
already.
Yeah.
So hopefully they got something cooking.
Mm-hmm. But it's like if they didn't give us that answer, the story wouldn't make sense.
Yeah,
So
which at least still gave us like the option to go down that whole Moon
mm-hmm.
Knight,
Yeah,
because Moon Knight took 4. It took a while
it was
for
the
us to
whole
like.
time basically.
Yeah, it was a lot of the story of us
Yeah.
trying to figure out what's happening. Like,
Right. And that's if you didn't know. Cuz like the thing about High Republic is that there's source material out there, but it's more in the format of like independent storylines. Like there's not no main
yeah,
character type thing.
like independent authors writing in the same time period.
Yeah. So it's like what they really pull from is still remain to see. Like this could be just something completely different and there's no source material for. I don't know. I didn't get that deep into it because I don't want to get spoiled, but it's just like as
Yeah,
far
because
as
us
the
even
era
breaking
go,
down Acolyte could be a spoiler, to be
yeah.
honest.
Hmm.
But it could be they're not Jedi yet, or they're trainees, or
Hmm.
the Acolyte is meaning the other person, or it could be
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. But if you start Googling, man, you're right, you'd be spoiled on the whole thing.
Yeah. You'd be hurting. But let us know what y'all think about that joint. And yeah, June is here, bro. It's about to get spicy. Next week we got House of the Dragon, or is it House of the Dragon next week? Bad
Yeah,
Boys. Bad Boys is out now too,
yeah.
so we got a whole lot of stuff that we could go see and watch. Um, but let us know what y'all thought. And yeah. Oh, what you geeked about, bro?
I was wondering, like, hey, what we
uh,
gonna talk about? Bro, I'm back to streaming.
yes, sir.
I'm geeked to do a few hours now and then.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm back on Destiny, not the best game to return to, but at least gives me stuff to
Very pretty game.
actively do weekly.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'll definitely be on that, and I'm gonna jump back on Diablo 4 in a little bit, but mainly Destiny 2. Get ready, because I saw they had so many new features that should have been in the game for a while,
Yeah.
and I probably will be playing each season this time around because I feel like it's gonna wrap up D2 quite well.
Mhm.
So just
Wait,
just
which D
excited to
two?
be Destiny 2.
Okay. Okay.
Diablo 4, we got the expansion dropping in December,
Oh,
so it
okay.
gives me plenty of time to get ready, gear up
Mhm.
for a new story that's probably gonna be trash, but it's all good. I'm they're gonna get my money regardless. So I'm just glad to be back to streaming.
Yeah.
Streamers nowadays are crazy, bro. But I'm just geeked to have more online moments,
Yeah.
and coordinating with other streamers, and being live. Again, we're gonna try to get more people moving. So
Mhm.
streaming.
So
What you geeked about, G?
a lot of stuff. So,
Oh,
first one, it's just like I'm hearing good things about Bad Boys, so I'm excited to go see that.
I've heard
Uh,
great things.
yeah. Um, I haven't watched anything, but I've seen some titles. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, and then also Bad Batch, bro. I finished that joint. Acolyte, bro. Star Wars is best at animation. Keep saying it, bro. It's best
Uh,
in animation. Make you want to cry, bro. Like it's make me want to cry. I can't speak for y'all, but um, I've been watching that. Uh, Haikyuu was dope. I don't know if I talked about that already.
uh,
I saw that movie as well. And what else?
oh, no little sprinkle. You got a video coming out on it?
I mean, just Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, but that's been out, bro. I'm slacking, bro. I ain't gonna cap. This joint should have been out like really 2 weeks ago, but that John was like, I don't know. When I the way I do videos now, like when I write something, usually it's like I feel it, right? You know what I'm saying? But when it came to this joint, I don't know why I was so like I had so much to say. And then like when I came back to look at the
Interesting.
video, I was like, bro, what am I talking about? I was like, what's going on? So it's like I'm not gonna say that there's a lot of retcons in there, but it's like
Okay,
it's a
so your
longer
thoughts changed
video.
on it.
It's a longer video than normal. Like usually them joints be like 4 or 5 minutes. This joint was like 10. You
Okay.
know, so it's like, and I think it's mainly because I sat down and watched the first 3 movies before I watched this one, or the first 2 movies, I
Oh,
should
so it's like a
say.
little blend of overall
Yeah,
feeling
like
from
I had a
those.
lot of thoughts, bro. I had a lot of thoughts, but I'm still excited to make the video. I just, you know, been working on it for a minute. Um, but yeah, and I finally like I saw that 2K was for $10, so I got that jump. And I was gonna wait till
Perfect timing.
since we're talking about video games, I I was gonna wait till 25 just to get that, but starting my challenge now, bruh. 40K. I'm trying to do it in like 10 years,
Okay.
10,
Okay.
10 seasons.
10
Probably
seasons.
could do it in 8, low key, if I get really nice. But we're gonna see. So
Is 4,000 points a season crazy? I thought LeBron scores like 37.
I don't know, but my character was like you have to grind to get to that though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So my character is like poo poo right now. He's like a 60. I can't do nothing, you know?
Yeah. That's when it's
But
at the funnest.
yeah, but it's like before I got to like, I think I was like on 4 seasons. I was like at 15.
Mm.
So like I think I was averaging like 60 something crazy. I was averaging something crazy, bro. And I was
Mm.
breaking my own record every single year. But this time, like my whole goal with that game was essentially just to three-peat, to finally do that in a 2K. But this one, I'm going for LeBron. And
That's
then,
crazy. Going for LeBron. That's reality nowadays, bro.
yeah. And it's like I might as well do it at this one because LeBron might not be LeBron forever, bro.
Nah,
You know?
bro. I've been saying that for
So
the past 2 3 years. He just proved me wrong every year.
I know he's still breaking
Like
records,
a
bro.
month goes
But
by and I'm like, bro, this guy still playing the same. Like,
yeah. And I was just like, bro, is 2K25 gonna be that different? No.
no.
I might as well just get this. Like, well, what's gonna be tough? It's coming out in less than 30 days. College football 25. I'm super geeked about that. I'm super geeked. So I pre-ordered that this week too. Um, and yeah, I stalled a little on One Piece, but not really. Demon Slayer is still going crazy. Um, and what else? Oh, freaking WNBA, bro. Commissioner's Cup.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Drama, drama, drama. It's like, nah.
Drama, drama, drama. Yo, it's crazy.
um, it's not something I'm necessarily geeked about, but I feel like I finally understand the dilemma. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's not necessarily a like as far as like Stephen A goes, and just like that side of media. When I say that, like executive people that like are making decisions on what to talk about on these shows. Uh, I think the whole Caitlin Clark thing is mainly just because like they see the opportunity, but they get lost in like the potential gains as far as like market share and like how many people watching the games, jersey sales, all that stuff, versus like what's actually happening in the game. You know, like she's playing good, like she's playing good, but not to the point where it's like, oh, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like what made Caitlin Clark special in Iowa was the fact that she was in Iowa and she was going crazy like this, like, and went back to back, you know, top 4
National
finishes.
championship.
Yeah. So it's like people want to see her win, but like once you get to the actual league, there's all these other people in front of you that, like, especially like with the USA team, where it's like if they had just decided to put her on the team versus like now that the team gets dropped, like take somebody off of it, that's different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like where it's getting lost in translation is like if you're going to take away the authenticity of the game, like letting her score or like just giving her every call or stuff like that, then the game itself is going to suffer. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, you want it to be entertaining and like do all the extra stuff and get all that stuff, but like that doesn't happen if the ball doesn't go in the hoop, you know? And I get the angle of like, yo, they're missing it. They continue to miss it, but it's like, bro, like, what is the story going to be in the next 4 years when it comes that time again? And this is her 5th year in the league, and it's like, yeah, she got cut. She didn't make her first USA team. Now she finna make it. You know, at this point, established superstar, all-star games, all this other stuff. Like, she ain't going nowhere, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I feel like when they look at what happened with Bird and Magic, and they're seeing like this attention or whatever, they get lost into like what's actually happening. And it's like when you're looking at just basketball, it's like, bro, they've been working on this team for the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all this other stuff in there, and it's just like the way that they're talking about it, it's just like it's just like weird, bro. It's weird, and it's like y'all doing the exact thing y'all said y'all don't want to do. You know? And hopefully, like, I know it's still early in the season, but hopefully, like, they get better with it because everybody knows what they want to do. Right? But it's like almost to a point where it's like, oh, you're just telling fans how gullible they are, essentially, by stating it like, oh, this is the golden goose. Like, da 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 da. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the way you grow the game globally and all this other stuff. And it's just like, yeah, but that's just not what they decided to do. So, like, you know, maybe we don't want to focus. Like, we can bring it up, but maybe not just like make it a whole hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the same thing. But I feel like it'll work itself out the more that, you know, she gets to play and earn that same level of respect as far as like how much we talking about her, or they talking about her. This is the first time we done talked about it on the pod, but I just was like, I just feel like I finally really understand Stephen A's frustration because I feel like he feels like a resistance, and it's because he's looking at it through his executive producer brain. But it's like when we talking basketball, it's just like sometimes it don't really make sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, we could make history right here, but why are you making history? Because you earned it, or
because you earned
because you want to make
it
history?
Media manufactured,
right?
Greatness, like
right. Just like when LeBron was about to break the record, crazy stats was coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like stats is like, how do you even track that? You know? And it's just like because so they can talk about it even more before it happens. So, you know, that's just something I peeped, bro. And I was just like, yo, that's crazy. It's interesting. I'm excited to see where this goes. You know? That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? That was my week. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Follow the pod on all your favorite audio platforms, and we'll see y'all next week. Stay geeked. Peace.
Later, y'all.